Hello, my lovelies. It is time for a weekly collective guidance video, and let's see what comes through. Okay, so I'm going to ring this little Serenity bell to open up the space, and let's enter the sacred container together and see what messages await us. Okay. Okay, so we got our little Serenity pendulum. Those are the ones that wanted to come out today, so I'm guessing we can all use a little bit of serenity, a little bit of grounding and peace. Okay, so I'm getting that the message today, or for this upcoming week, or whenever you get it, this can be timeless as well, is all about grounded expansion. So maybe you had a spark of divine inspiration land straight into your heart. Maybe you just feel like a lot of new horizons are opening up. Maybe you just feel like there's travel available again, or opportunities to spend time with people and grow your circle, maybe meet new friends. Whatever the spark is, whatever that passionate feeling is, it's a wonderful thing to have, especially after a time of collective stagnation. And you've been very encouraged strongly to cultivate it, to really let it lead the way. But the important part to remember here is grounding it as you go along and making sure that that inspiration stays pure and doesn't become obsessive, fixated, chaotic in its nature. So that sounds well and good, but what does it look like in daily life? Well, it looks like sticking to your daily routines. It looks like continuing the containers that you know work for you on your daily, or weekly routines, and still honoring your need for daily walk, for example, or whatever morning ritual you might have. And for some people, it might look like an elaborate like artistic endeavor, and for other people, a morning ritual could be sitting outside with your cup of tea and just taking in whatever is around you and having that quiet moment. So it doesn't have to be something fancy or elaborate. It's the things that have worked for you so far and kept you feeling tethered and happy in your daily life. It's very important in a time of greater expansion and a time of passionate inspiration and a moment of this divine spark landing in your heart, in your life, in your art. It's really important to let this be a guide, but not an all-consuming fire. And again, you don't have to tame the fire. You don't have to want less or be less wild or say no to new experiences or new opportunities, but try to, as much as possible, keep the things that have worked for you so far going. Commit to them, even if you have a really intense, possibly perceived and maybe self-inflicted deadline. Make sure that can include your daily rituals, your daily needs, your daily sense of connection to your body, to your physicality, to your well-being, emotional and physical. And that will help you make sure that this fire burns bright. Think of it as throwing extra logs into the fire. It's actually going to make your passion last much longer and be so much brighter and bring so much more into your life. And you'll also feel less anxiety about the potential expansion, the maybe greater, grander visions you might be having. They can be really fun to have in the moment, but they can be anxiety inducing once you start considering how they might impact your life, execution of a grand vision. And if you trust yourself in day to day, and you are able to maintain your body and your mind in this like quieter, steadier daily way, then those visions will not seem so overwhelming, because you'll know that you will still take care of yourself, no matter how bright the fire burns, no matter how big the projects are, no matter how many people want your attention now, and no matter how much money is coming in, or how much love is coming in, or how many traveling opportunities are there. You will trust yourself to be there for yourself as those things happen, and that will allow for a great sense of excitement to be steady, to continue, and not give you anxiety or overwhelm you. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else. So I'm kind of getting the last little message is that this is not a homework assignment. This is an invitation to connect to the simpler daily pleasure of being with yourself, of being with your rhythms, of being with what works for you, what keeps you happy and joyful, and just trusting those patterns that you might have established for yourself, or maybe in the process of reestablishing or establishing anew, and just trusting that these things can be fun even as you expand and much bigger things take over, and then really seeing the sweetness of that simple daily walk, and not letting the future extravagant travel plans overshadow the need to go for a walk today, and still seeing that joy in that as well, because you've enjoyed it so far. So it's an invitation to keep enjoying the simple things while also getting excited about the bigger things, the more elaborate things coming in. So lots of love to you all. I'm really excited about this passionate feeling I'm getting from the collective, and this desire for creating and experiencing grander things, and I just love that. I love passionate lives. So till we meet again in about a week.